Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final episode of the week of Brawlin with Brett. If you have seen the other videos on Monday and Wednesday, we have been playing Calix. If you haven't seen them, that might be for the best. I think they're okay videos, but we have not won yet. We've had a couple tight games. We've had one game that took way too long because our opponent slow played the crap out of us, or had a bad connection. We want to be polite. But yeah. So we are going to launch in. This is the Calix deck we're playing. I forgot to show you all what it is on Wednesday. So we're playing a Calix mid-range deck that's trying to take advantage of our enchantments and our commander to be continuous removal and card advantage to get us to our enchantment synergies. Finish things off with things like Heliod, our Planeswalkers, Archon of Sun's Grace, which is a super sweet card, and Finale of Glory. So that's the deck. Hopefully we're gonna pull a win out here for the end of the week. I believe in us. I promised us better, faster games on Monday's video. I think Wednesday's games were better and faster. We still didn't win, but let's see what we can do. Oh, Lord in heaven. Okay. 5-color Niv Mizzet. This is for anyone who watches regularly, my least favorite deck to play against, but we'll see what we can do. We're going first here, thankfully. Not a blazing start, but certainly some good cards. Ideally, we can imprison Niv Mizzet under an enchantment that will limit what our opponent is able to do with Niv Mizzet. So we don't want to just keep killing Niv Mizzet and letting them keep casting Niv Mizzet. So we have a couple options. We need to get rolling on the combat. So we're going to Omen of the Sun right now, and they don't have any counter magic up. I don't assume they're probably doing counter magic, but it's always possible. Yeah, I figured they're probably just ramping here. So what we're actually going to do here is we're going to play Calix, and we are going to take out their removal and stick it under that. So we need to remember not to pitch our Omen of the Sun and give their creature back. But we can slow them down from getting onto Niv Mizzet. Thankfully, they are missing 2 colors at the moment. Gosh darn it! That is a pain. We are going to get our Omen of the Sun bounced, which will bring them their 1/1 back, which is a bit of a bummer, but we can overcome. So we are going to go here. We are going to bash in. I don't know what our opponent's thinking about. We're going to go in at Pt.3 with 2, just in case. Now, I'd love it if they want to throw the Gyre Engineer in there, but I want to make sure Pt.3 stays off the board. So we are going to... First, we're going to tick up because we might get some removal. Kenneth's Transformation. Hey, that ain't bad. We are going to Banishing Light the Gyre Engineer. This is actually going okay. Our opponent just needs red now, and so hopefully if we can keep him off the red, we might have a chance here. We can always Kenrith's Transformation the Niv Mizzet, making it not be a 6/6 flyer. Now, they still will likely go to use that to block, but we don't want them to be able to repeatedly Niv us. Now, they are off Niv here. They don't have red, so we need to keep our opponent off red. That is the fun game we are playing right now. So we have only one option there. We are going to play Conclave Tribunal. We are just going to play it with land, and we are going to exile that Tome of the Guild Pact. Because really, we really need to stop them from getting Niv desperately. So we got pressure. We're taking Calix up. It's going okay here. Hopefully they didn't draw a red source. This does not happen enough. Now, I don't generally want to wish Mana Screw upon my opponents. However, playing a 5-color deck should punish you. Somebody on Reddit made an interesting point about getting that free mulligan to 7 while at the onset of Brawl seemed really fair, so we'd have some good games of Brawl. It seems less great when it's allowing people to play these ridiculous mana bases and just mulligan into it. Okay, there is Garruk, who has been doing bad things to us all night, so we'd very much like to get rid of Garruk. Let's see if we get something that can hit him. Heliod's Punishment does not get rid of Garruk, unfortunately. Trying to think what we can get down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can get Heliod live, which is going to help with the blocking front. And There we go. That was nice. That was a nice little interaction there. We oh, we could have. I didn't realize we didn't put on a summoning sick one. We should have probably stabbed that in a Garuk, but well, we really don't want that Garuk ult to go off because that is where things get out of hand. So we will probably take attacks from the wolves. If I was our opponent, I would send both wolves into Calix. Then that would guarantee me the Garuk ult. Yeah, I'd lose my Garuk, but that Garuk ult is probably worth it. Now, I might let that happen. I might block because I really don't want... Oh. Shoot. Okay. We lost our Heliod there. Well, regardless now, they're getting... they've got their red. But we have a particularly excellent card to delay Niv Mizzet. We just basically have to hope for a bad Niv Mizzet rip. We are going to block one, which will keep Calix alive, and if they want to ultimate their Garuk, they will have to lose the Garuk. They did not, which is not great because there's a bunch of creatures, but at least we don't have to deal with a bunch of huge creatures. We are really digging for an answer to Garuk right now. Let's see if we get it. Come on, buddy. I don't think there's probably a great... Ugh, Nylea is not an answer to Garuk.
Look skyward and receive the gifts of the gods.
Poof. We're gonna play the Apathy. I don't particularly want to play the Apathy on a wolf, but we need to hurt Garuk. So that brings Heliod back online. Trying to think if we have... We can bash into Garuk for more. I think we just attack Garuk with everybody, and then they have to block the Heliod, lose a wolf, and lose 3 loyalty. Oh, that was a smart move. So yeah, our opponent is Tyrant scoring their own wolf, which is going to lose us our devotion to Heliod. They did that before combat, so we could actually get Heliod back down. But we need to save the punishment for Niv. We're going to go all in with our 1/1s at Garuk, which means their opponent is off Garuk ult. Then we're going to play Guardian Project. This is... we're doing better than I thought we would be. Our opponent stumbled. Niv Mizzet should be banned from this format. Full stop. Niv Mizzet is too good. The win percentages on this card are too good, and I am assuming Wizards is not going to do it because bans look bad and people don't care as much about Brawl. So that's my hot, slightly angry take. I'm a little spicy because we've had a... Oh my goodness gracious. Had kind of a rough run of it, so... At least we aren't having to play Niv Mizzet yet. We just had to play 5-color soup good stuff. I'm assuming you just blow up my land? Blow up Ardenvale? Okay. Field of Ruin. They probably have a Field of the Dead. Oh. And we're losing Calix. The Command Zone Calix. We have 3 devotion down right now. Gosh, our opponent has a lot of removal. Kind of a bummer. We have... Let's get Renata down. We just need to draw a card, I think. Another creature. No good attacks. So let's hold off. Ooh. We've had a rough run. I like I mean, there's certainly times we've had some really sweet turns. And there's the Niv Mizzet. Ugh, getting an extra card draw. So let's see what we're gonna face here. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think our opponent just drew 5 cards off that, 6 plus that. So they just 4 cards off that. Ugh, a Garruk we can't get off the board. This is a rough one, team. This is a rough one. I'm trying to figure out if we even have a chance. I want to make sure we have time for another game, so we're going to give this one to them. They've just drawn too many cards. It might look like we've got stuff, but my go-to idiom, if I could pick up my deck and pick up every choose every single draw step, I don't think we could win that game. And the odds are that game is going to go another 10 minutes of slow, grindy beating us down. So that was a game we were almost never going to win, to be totally honest. But hey, we go first. We got some ramp. We're up against Corvold, which Corvold's kind of scary. But we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can get a couple more lands in this hand. Get moving along. Thankfully, I think we've got a pretty fast start for our deck. Ooh, and we got another land as requested. And if we draw another land next turn, we get to play another land. We get to play 2 lands with the Dryad. So that seems pretty sweet. Hopefully our opponent won't kill our Incubation Druid. Hey, sweet. We're getting there. This is our last game of the week, so we'll at least I'd love it. One win would be thrilling. So let's see what we can do. Don't clear. We're burning through our hand pretty quick, but we got to put Calix down next. That seems good on our opponent's side of things. Well, we don't have anything to put it under right now. Well, I guess the Dryad, that seems a little iffy, so
The patterned future appears before me.
we'll bring Calix up to 5. Beat in. And next turn we can Guardian Project and exile a creature under Guardian Project if we need to. Hopefully nothing too scary. They're turn off Corvold right now. Okay, Arcane Signet. Our opponent has not been going blisteringly fast here. Thrashing Brontodon. That is not something I think we probably want to leave around. And unfortunately it has Riot, so it's probably going to be, if our opponent is smart, they will give it haste and bash at Corvold. Yep, and they are doing that. We're going to block that. And we are going to take our window where we can get rid of the Brontodon. And this, I'm not thrilled about this play. We are putting a lot of things under that Banishing Light. But, I don't want them to have haste. So I'm a little uncomfortable with this scenario, but got to take some risks here. Oh, that's a little unfortunate. I know we could have been cautious, but we also need to bring our opponent to dead. So we are going to lose Calix here, which is a bummer, but we should have the mana to replay him when necessary. We're going to throw Calix in the yard. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have anything else here, because I'd love to kill Chandra. Okay, not looking like it. There's a distinct chance we're going to be Kenrith's transformationing our own creature, or probably our Acelet of Life's Bounty, to draw a card and kill their Chandra. Love if our opponent would wrap this up. Got a house full of people to play Commander with after this. It's going to be a heavy Magic night for me. Spark Harvest. Oof, that sucks. Yeah, I'd rather we're going to give that Pro Black. Hey, okay. So unfortunately, We can't kill Chandra this turn. We can bring her to 2, though.
I thought this was a sparring match.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, there's a lot to consider there. Our opponent can -2 Chandra and get Spark Harvest back, but, if that's what they have to end up doing... Okay, there we go. We're gonna be okay here. And we get to, answer Corvold in a very fun way for us, and a very annoying way for our opponent. So, it's not great. Well, the Kenrith's transformation... We could just, you know, I think we might just... Oh, gosh, that'd be putting a lot of fish under that banishing light. Oh, boy. This is possibly the busiest banishing light that has ever banishing lighted. And, okay, Chandra's dead. We have a decent board. We are in... what they call in the biz rather precarious situation. I'm afraid. I'm worried. Viewer. I'm nervous. They're hovering over the banishing light. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What does this troll do? It doesn't destroy enchantments. That's what it does. It doesn't destroy enchantments is what we really want to make sure that doesn't do. That is a terrible way to auto-tap, auto-tapper. Cool.
The stars will light our way.
Yes, okay, so we're gonna Daxos. Oh, please don't have a kill spell off of the Archon. Oh, gosh darn it. Boo! That sucks, guys. Ugh. That's okay. We are still doing pretty good here, I'd say. And we're chipping our opponent down. And if they want to tap out for Corvold again, I think that's probably okay. Hey, look at that. They're tapping out for Corvold. They're going to draw a card, which is a bummer. But we can Kenrith's Transformation Corvold, which is what we might end up doing. Ah, they got the Evolving Wild. Oof. So yeah, if the Kenrith doesn't interact as good with the 1/1 counters, I'd really like the Imprisoned by Heliod's Punishment Circle, whatever the card is. Hey, that's the card. It's Heliod's Punishment. Neat. Whew. Hey, I will take a break at some point tonight. So that is great. That was a sweet top deck. So Calix needs to let our Calix resolve pretty please. Hey, it's a creature. That is awesome. So we get to play Decian Champion. Then we get to gain a little life. Then we get to play Heliod's Punishment on Corvold, which is going to make them not get any advantage out of Corvold for like 4 turns. And believe me, if they had enchantment removal, they would have used it by now. So they're taking advantage of that card draw. Well, they've got it. Probably digging for that enchantment removal. But hey, we have another answer if we need it. And let's bring them down. We got them at 9. We've got a decent board. But if tonight has anything to go by, well, I guess this week's video is anything to go by, if you've been watching, we'll probably get Casualties of Ward here. Because that's what happens when we're doing well. Oh, I'm being a negative Nancy right now. That's okay. We're not. We are doing stuff. Things are happening. Rankle. Oh, they're probably gonna sack Corvold, which hey, fine by me. Bummer to lose Calix, but that's okay. We are going to send Calix to the command zone. Very few opportunities we wouldn't do that. They didn't. Wow, they didn't do anything. They didn't. They're keeping. They think. Oh, that's a little iffy. Okay. Oh, okay. Probably. I'll sack that. They should probably sack their commander so they have access to them sooner than 4 turns from now. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no. Wow, jeez, okay. We're going to Prison Realm Rankle. Draw a card. We're going to play Eidolon of Obstruction. That's neat. Okay, we're going to swing in with the team. Well, the team that can swing in. Boy, Stessian Champion unanswered is a absolute house. We have some card advantage engines. We just haven't had a good opportunity to really get them going. Hey, if you want to throw your Plaguecrafter under the bus, that is fine by me, guy. Yeah, our opponent obviously is pretty concerned about his life total. The Priest of the Forgotten Gods is clearly going, but we have enough creatures that I don't think they can do it. I really, really disagree with not sacking Corvold to Rankle. Oh, yeah, there Rankle is. Hello, Rankle. Oh, boy. Although, we've been this close before this week and still fallen short. Really, really, really don't want to get Casualties of Ward right now. That would be about the... Oh, good, it's our friend Garuk. We aren't tired of seeing Garuk, are we, people? No, of course not. Oof. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't disagree with that choice. We might just make a bunch of 2/2s here. We really just might... I think we might just be making a bunch of 2/2s. Although, if we can just kill 2 creatures, we can kill our opponent. Oh, wow. That was a interesting choice our opponent made. And we get to do a very risky... They think they're going to go to 1... If they've got that mana, they probably got a creature up here, but... Let's see what happens, team. They've drawn a lot of cards. They've got 5 mana available. They're probably going to play a blocker. I would imagine they want to play a blocker. If they don't play a blocker... Ooh, that's a bad one. Oof, okay. Cavalier of Night, that sucked. We not have Calix mana right now? Holy moly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 mana. Oof. That thing has a lifelink, doesn't it? Ugh. We're going to Kenrith's Transformation it, so it doesn't get the trigger. So we could make one... We're going to play Renata. Well... We need to... Yeah, we need to get some creatures going. Because, yeah, playing 3-power creatures or things like it might give us the opportunity to actually get in here. Kill our opponent. Neutralizing that lifelink was key. Garuk is a huge pain in the butt. It really is. Whenever a creature opponent control dies, they gain life and draw a card. Oh, goody. Judith, the Scourge Diva. These are things that are not great. They're making quite the team. Gosh, 4 damage is not important right now. We are going to let that go through. It's not lifelinking. It's okay. We need to have 12 mana to make Finale of Glory go nuts. Oh, boy. Heliod won't come in as a creature if we play it in that order. If we play it in this order, Heliod will come in as a creature. Now hold off here. We need to ramp this out here. If we can... Our opponent's going to draw a bunch of cards. We might just need a Finale for Glory for 10 and make 10 4/4 Flying White Angels and hope our opponent doesn't have a board wipe. We're in a pretty decent spot here. Our opponent's likely going to start drawing a bunch of cards. We also are at a nice, comfortable life total. And Heliod is a creature right now. This is nerve-wracking. I really want us to get one win in here, team. Their board is getting real intense, but ours can get real intenser. So Corvold's back in action. Okay, so a lot is happening here, but we are ramping really hard because of it. So they're drawing all these cards. Smothering Tithe is making a lot of mana. So what do we have? We have 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need to get to 12, ideally. So our opponent's going to attack, and we are going to block. Oh, okay. So we don't have the mana yet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need 2 more, which is going to be coming soon. We are going to Dreadful Apathy Corvold, I think. That might not have been our best use of advantage. Okay, we can Paradise Druid to get a little closer on the mana. We're not going to attack. We need to hold off this one turn. We now should have enough mana on this card draw if our opponent gives it to us, which they did, which they have a lot of mana. They probably oughtn't to have there. People get real free-wheeling with that. We need to survive this turn, and pending a board wipe, I think we should have it. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. They're going to probably give us another, which, hey, fine with me. Sir Conrad, oh boy. We're going to start getting hit a lot. We're going to start getting hit hard for stuff here. But we're at 31 life. Oh boy, this is scary, team. It's key we do not let them get the Garruk ult off. Now, our flying stuff is going to be impressive enough. Corvold's not really doing a ton for them. Ooh, okay, they cast Find instead of Finality, which would have been a huge blowout to all of our angels, so that's good. One of the board wipes is gone. Now, that might mean they don't think they need it. They probably don't think they need it. Their board state's way higher than us, so you don't generally give somebody worry about wiping the board when you have this much advantage. We just need to muster one more turn, and our opponent hopefully doesn't come in as hard as they ought to. They ought to come in with everybody who can attack. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. That's a bad attack. Now, they don't know what's in our hand, but they need to... Wow, okay. We aren't going to block. We don't need to give them any more cards right now. We go to 25. We're at our starting life total. They're pretty tapped out. They lost a board wipe. They threw away one of their board wipes. And it doesn't matter because I think Renata is going to boost all the tokens. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We are going to Finale of Glory for 11. And I think that has got every little thing I've got highlighted. And everything ideally will come into play with an extra 1/1 counter. Now, yeah, Conrad and Judith are going to do nasty things. But there we go. Yeah. That is 11 5/5s and 11 3/3s. No attacks right now. And we're going to see if our opponent is going to do anything back at us. We haven't won. Every creature blocked is 2 damage to us. 1, 2, yeah. And a life for them. But we have 55 damage in the air. So I don't think they're going to get us on the life link. We're going for it. Okay. They are fighting one of the angels. It's going to trigger Conrad. Oh, this is when I'm really glad I'm not playing in paper, because this would be a nightmare to follow. You get another creature coming to play. Another fight, potentially. So this weird is going to block heavily, because I don't even taking chunks of 2s and 3 damage. I don't think they can kill us. We just can't take all the damage. They have a lot of flying blockers to kill. So one of the things we have to be careful about, well, we'll kill them when damage goes on the stack, so we can probably just do like a brutal like swing out. But as you can all see, Now, one of the things they probably aren't keeping in mind that if they give us one more treasure... Nope, we already have enough treasure. We can give somebody lifelink, so that's going to be helpful. Just so we can gain 5 life here. So the mammoth is already gone. They're certainly looking at the board. Plague Crafter. We're going to sack a creature, which is going to draw our opponent some more cards. We're going to say goodbye to one of our 3/3s. Oh boy, see, there's a lot of triggers right now, but I really think we can pull this out. Oh, keeping Corvold around. Well, they've drawn cards is at least getting us mana. Now we can get 2 things, lifelink, off of Heliod. On the attack in, which active player, non-active player are... Well, lifelink will just happen when damage happens, so we'll get the life. So if they swing in with everybody here, we're going to gain 10 life. Although this is a lot of triggers. And we're getting a lot of treasure. It does not matter. The card draw at this point they're getting doesn't really matter. They're just giving us a bunch of resources to stay alive at this point, is what's happened. We'll sacrifice another 3/3. We're going to start a bunch of this process over again. A bunch of triggers are going to go on the stack. Oh, just Conrad right now. Okay, because it was our creature, not theirs. So, they've done a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff isn't probably going to win them the game. So we're down to 14. They don't have the board wipe. They can... Ooh, they did get Garruk up to 6 with the sack, so they can -6 Garruk. But I think we've got enough blockers that shouldn't kill us. This is going to be a disgustingly unpleasant block step, guys. But we're going to go up 10 damage, 10 life here, because we can give multiple people. Okay, yep. So there's the emblem.
We are relentless.
Oh, boy. So nobody has trample. Okay, let's start blocking. Oh, they got... Again, their lifelink doesn't really matter here. Sure, opponent's thrilled. I mean, they probably had to keep drawing like that, but I'm sure they're thrilled they gave us all of these lovely... Yeah, we got to do it one more time. So this damage is all going to happen simultaneously is what's going to happen, and so we are not going to die to this. I am fairly positive. So let's make sure we get our life-linking angels in the mix here. It's, one of these angels didn't have lifelink. I think that should be enough. Don't think anything's getting through, and we're going to gain a bunch of life. That should be just fine. We're going to have a billion triggers. There are going to be a lot of triggers. I'm really glad we're recording this game. This got out of hand. And then let's put a bunch of triggers on the stack. But I'm at 19. Let's make another big angel. Let's make another angel. Big. Another angel. If our opponent decked, that'd be hilarious. I think we got him! Holy crap! Well, if we were going to win a game, this was the one I'd be this is the one I'm happy to win. So to just make sure we're all good here, we're going to move to combat. I've had you all here a long time. And they scoop it up. We win it. 8 life against their 24 with 24 plus 15. An amount in the sky. There we go. Math. Okay, that went a little longer than expected, but got there and got our first win of this series of videos. That was Calix. We're going to do a little bit of tweaking. That's what Calix can do in really weird stally games. So thanks for tuning in. I'm certain we'll play Calix again. I think a different version of the deck. There were definitely things that I enjoyed doing there, but I think a lot of our card advantage engines got a little bit are easy to take care of, so we might tweak the deck a little bit, maybe go more of an Enchantress route, if there are some cards that will allow us to do that. So thank you all so much for tuning in. This has been Brawlin with Brett. I have been your host, Brett, here on TCG University. Please like and subscribe. If you haven't seen the other videos this week, do check them out. It helps build up to this lovely win we had. So tune in next week. I'll do more Brawlin with Brett, and I'll be on MTG Study Hall if you want to watch that. Thanks for tuning in, and I want everyone to have a great night.